Yeah, I feel good. I've been working pretty hard to get back into team training and I'm back in fully now. So obviously that's a big plus on the motivation side of it, knowing that it's a week out from Champions League. Tomorrow I won't take part in that just because it's not a long enough build up before a game. And but yeah, I'm motivated. I'm happy to be back in a team environment, and I know that the guys are happy to have me back, and it's exciting going into this last week.
Can you just touch on from a locker room perspective what Walker meant to the team and what this trade, what you guys are feeling after the trade?
Yeah, Walker, he embodied a lot of what our culture was as a team, as an organization. You know, he was a focal point in the locker room, and I think that we're definitely going to miss him, and that's that's the sport, and that's what happens within this league. But we know that he's a strong guy, and he's going to take on this new challenge with full head of steam, and we'll miss him, and his attitude and the way he carried himself just didn't go unnoticed. So we wish him the best, and now we just have to move forward. But he'll still be with us.
Were you guys surprised when you heard?
Yes, I was surprised. I was actually in the elevator this morning going down in my car, and when I had seen it, I reacted really weird to it, and a person in the elevator like thought something bad happened. So yeah, it definitely caught a lot of us by surprise, but we're not surprised at the fact that people want players from our team, within the league and outside the league. So we've been doing a good thing, and that just shows that all our hard work is paying off in different ways we didn't really expect it would. But yeah, Walker was a good part of our team, and now he's going to go and make Nashville a better team.
How did you react?
I was in shock. Like I was just like, oh no way! I probably swore a little bit, but and the lady beside me, literally, she probably thought someone passed away, or someone got seriously injured. So yeah, I just didn't see it coming, and you don't really see any of these things coming. But yeah, that just shows you how we felt about him, and again, we just wish him the best, and we understand it's part of it. So yeah.
And Bob talks a lot about never getting too comfortable and kind of constantly evolving. I mean, not necessarily in a bad way, but does it send out any kind of message to players that you got to kind of stay on your toes at all times here?
Not really, because it's not a move that says he did something wrong.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a move that said he's done well, So, and sometimes when the moves are within the league, it's not always in the player's interest, I would say, or his choice. But no, like yeah, we're trying to evolve as a club. We're trying to, grow our football from the philosophy standpoint, from the way we play on the field, but also be a club that teams can start to look at for other ways as maybe a selling point or trading guys away. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's part of the game, and like you said, the more we evolve, the more situations like this may arise.
And more generally, having had so much success last season, I mean, how do you guys sort of make sure you don't get complacent and make sure that you are continuing to kind of drive forward?
Well, the thing is when you look at last year, like yeah, we did great, but we know we still let ourselves down. Even with breaking the point record, like we could have smashed it if we took care of a couple little things. You know what I mean? So the fact that we beat it by 1 point, we're not happy with that. So that's definitely something that we want to take into account when we're working on what we're doing now to try and get better. Because if we get better 5%, that's a big difference. So yeah, last year was good, but we're always moving forward, and we want to make sure that we can outbest ourselves from last year and continue going forward.
In terms of what you have, the players you have in house now, not thinking anything from front office, what are those elements that players that you have on the field going to need to replicate that you lose Zimmerman?
Yeah, I think everyone's obviously going to have to up their leadership skills a little bit on the field. Walker was a big guy who communicated a lot from the back, but I think we have a guy like Jordan like that. Tristan's coming into his own, and it's just guys getting confidence. So it starts in the training ground and trying to do it here, so that when in games you're not scared to talk. So obviously, Bob spoke to me last year about being more of a leader on and off the field, and with a guy like Walker stepping out of the picture now, that's definitely something I need to step into and try and be one of those guys. So we all have to carry the weight, but we can all do it, yeah.
Do you see yourself having kind of like role in being more of a leader?
I'd like to. I think it's it's part of my evolution of my game and how I evolve as a player. But you know, I'm obviously going to try and do it in the right way. I'm not going to force my way into a position that people might not enjoy at the right moment. So I'm just going to take it with the right steps, and Bob is always there to help us. So like I said, it's a team effort when it comes to the leadership part, but I definitely want to be one of those guys who people can rely on.